Yeah, because I'm not waiting. I'm not putting it in a jar to
No,
just
no, I
wait
agree,
and
I
see
agree.
if I draw it, you know. Welcome back to another episode of Besties and Books. I'm Ellen, this is Sarah, and on this channel we drink wine, share laughs, talk fantasy. Actually, do you know what? I don't even think we can say we just talk fantasy anymore. We have that many genres mixed up in here. So we actually talk all books.
True.
All contemporary romance, thrillers, paranormal, dark romance, but we do love our fantasy and fantasy romance.
Today, we are talking about all the books we would sell our souls to read early, including some sequels that we have waited years for.
Some books don't have titles or release dates yet, but we're keeping our eyes and ears peeled.
And we want to know what your most anticipated upcoming reads are. So please drop us a comment below and maybe we'll add it to our list.
So if you're loving our content, don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and click that bell notification so you don't miss any of our future videos. Let's get into it.
First up, Return of the Mafia Kings. So
Yes.
We are waiting for book 4 in the Maid series by Danielle Laurie. We only very recently read books 1 to 3 and we loved them. It is a mafia romance series. All the books are standalone, but they are interconnected. So if you want to appreciate all the extra little cameos that happen in every book, it is best to read them in order, but you don't have to. So book 1, The Sweetest Oblivion, follows Elena Abelli, and she's drawn to her sister's betrothed. So there's lots of drama there, obviously. Book 2, The Maddest Obsession, follows Gianna as she finds herself attracted to a corrupt FBI agent. And then in the third book, we follow Mila all the way to Russia, where she is keen to find out about her family's past, but ends up getting stuck in the middle of the Russian mafia. Now, these, in our minds, these books could do no wrong. Like, I can't even remember when we last spoke about them. I know that we each picked a favorite couple, and I almost can't even remember who I said, because at any given day, I would probably say a certain book was my favorite and a couple, and then change the next day. Like, I would recommend them all. I would reread them all. They were a bit of a, like,
I didn't know you'd reread them. That's great.
I would, yeah.
That's
Well, yeah,
awesome.
which for me is a big thing, because I often read it and then I don't want to reread it. Now, I would reread this entire series, and I'd read all 3 of them again.
What a stellar review from Miss Sarah Bosworth. I love that.
Whereas I feel like you had was book 3 your favorite or book 1?
It was, but I don't know why. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with book 3, because I found the male MMC did something in the beginning that I just thought was unforgivable, and still did a few things that were very questionable. And I was like, what is going? But I was hooked. Like, it was the book that I could not put down. I mean, all of them were great, but that one just, there was something extra.
So who do we think book 4 is going to be about?
Oh, see, this is the thing. When you did some research, I believe, after you finished the series.
I'm not sure how reliable the research was, but yes, I did read some comments.
Yeah, I think I remember you mentioning that, was it a prostitute or something in the book?
One of the comments, someone says in book 3, the main male character, Ronan, I think that's his name, I forget, that one of his past flames, who happened to be a hooker, or one of his past hookups, that the book is going to be about her. But when I read, and they mentioned in the comments I read, they mentioned the hooker's name, and I just couldn't for the life of me think where this person was even mentioned in book 3. And I feel like I paid a lot of attention to book 3 because I really enjoyed it. So I am not sure. I didn't sort of further research. So I don't know. It could be about a hooker, or that could just be leading us astray.
Yeah, because they're all, how are they intertwined again? It was like,
so in book 1 we had Elena, and the guy that she is getting married to, he's like one of the mafia kings, whatever you call them.
He had like a fling with Gianna from book 2, right?
No, she was his she was his mother-in-law initially.
What? Oh, I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that because I think you read the books the other way
I read
around, so
book
I had
2
to
and
try
then
and
book
then
1.
catch up.
Because
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
remember
yeah, yeah.
in book 2, Gianna finds out her husband, who's like, this is a non-event really, and at the very beginning, her husband's cheating on her, and she ends up going out and having sex with someone. That was like
Yeah, but that
that was her
was
husband's son, who's the guy that book 1 is about.
yes, I made
It's
that connection, but I forgot
all,
it was the mother-in-law.
and then Gianna
Oh,
ends up getting with the FBI agent that's like sort of friendly with her son-in-law, I suppose, because that's like the mafia and the FBI dirty connection, and they do their business together. That's how they were connected. And then book 3, Ronan, is the brother of Christian, the main male in book
oh, the
2.
FBI agent. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
That's right. So they're all related to the main character though. So it has to be someone
yeah.
that
So
has a
that's why I wonder:
relationship or
is
related
it
to the
weird
main.
having just some random hookup? But maybe the male in book 4, presumably he will be one of the mafia
Yeah.
characters. I don't know.
Oh, to be continued.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
So
we have no idea when it's going to be released. There's been nothing, not even a hint. But we will be picking this up as soon as it comes out. Best
definitely.
be sure of it. Okay, next we have a fantasy romance. So I cannot wait. This was supposed to come out either in October or November this year, but the release date got pushed back to January next year. And that is book 2 of When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. So we have a title, we have a release date. So we've got the title is The Ballad of Falling Dragons.
Okay.
So sounding very romantic and whimsical. And then it kind of makes me nervous though that it's called The Ballad of Falling Dragons because it makes me feel like more dragons are going to fall from the sky and it's going to be pretty heartbreaking and intense and like it's alluding to something there, I reckon. And the expected release date is January 2026. So a quick spoiler-free recap of When the Moon Hatched. So Rave's job is to complete orders and never get caught. When a renowned bounty hunter is employed by the Crown to capture a member of the Ath, Rave's world is turned upside down. Blood spills, heart breaks, and Rave finds herself at the mercy of the Guild of Nobles, a group of jewel-beaded element. This is such a tongue twister. A group of jewel-beaded elementals who intend to turn her into a political statement, and only death will set her free. And then we have the main male character, Khan. So he's the dragon rider who will stop at nothing to save her. So crushed by the loss of his great love, Khan hunts the world for answers. Then a clue lures him to the capital's high security prison where he finds Rave. And together they burn it all down. So now they seek the truth that threatens to shatter everything they knew about their world and each other. I love this book. We have spoken about it, I think, many times before. If you have read it, you will know the writing is very whimsical. We call it poetic, but it can also be confusing. There could be a whole page dedicated to describing the rain, I think is the example that you gave last time.
But I didn't, even though I was teasing the example, I still loved it. I was still like, I was still very engrossed.
It was so good. And do you know what? I would really like, because I can't remember a lot of the storyline, so I think I will try and reread it before
I think we'll have to do a
book 2
reread.
comes out. Yeah.
Rather
than, sometimes I just do a quick plot summary, but I think I do actually want to reread
there was a lot of
out.
elements in it that were quite unique. All of the dragons falling, the connection to the moon, there were just a lot of new fantasy tropes. So I suppose you can't call it a trope in that case. But it just had me on the edge of my seat the whole book.
Yeah, loved it. I wonder what book 2 is going to be about though, because I think we can't really spoil what the ending is for book 1, but sort of Rave and Khan, their relationship is going to, I think there's going to be a lot of tension in book 2 with the way that book 1 ended. And she's in an environment now which is, it's very intense. There's a lot of risk. There's going to be lots of tension. So I'm really excited to see where that goes because a lot of book 1 is about those two, I guess, coming together and figuring out one another. And then book 2, I think, is where the plot's really going to take off. So I'm excited. And I actually don't know how many books are going to be in this series. Like, is it a
Don't know
duology? I don't
either.
know.
I
Might
don't.
do a
I
quick
don't. I don't
Google.
reckon it'll be finished in 2 books. I think they'll need it.
No,
There'll be
surely
more than
not.
2. Because there's also elements of at the end of book 1, Rave is discovering or rediscovering elements about her past and herself that are
Yeah.
new for her, and we've only touched the surface on that. If you remember, there was a bit of a surprise at the end of book 1 about Rave that she
Mm.
doesn't know yet. So
Yes.
she's gonna
Yes.
find out that, and I'm sure there's more to come there with, like,
Yeah.
we don't really understand how she's got from her past to her current situation. Like, she's gonna have to uncover that.
Yes. And why she made the decisions that she did. Oh, I've got chills. She said it will be at least 3 books.
Okay.
But she hasn't 100% confirmed that. Sort of like how Rebecca Yarros said Fourth Wing was going. She originally said 3 books and then she changed it to 5. So we don't know for certain, but at least 3 books are planned for this series. What do we got next?
Brimstone is coming.
I'm so excited.
So next up, we have Brimstone by Callie Hart. Now, this is book 2 in the Quicksilver series, or at least Quicksilver was book 1. Is the series called something different? But let's just call it Quicksilver series. So
let's call it Quicksilver series.
We do have a release date, and that is coming up very soon, actually, November this year, unless it is delayed. A quick summary of book 1, Quicksilver. We follow Ceres Fane, a thief in a desert world who accidentally opens a portal to a Fae realm. She's a human girl, or she believes herself to be a human girl in book 1. She opens a portal to a Fae realm while stealing an enchanted gauntlet. She then discovers she can manipulate Quicksilver, a substance that has the ability to open portals to anywhere, to multiple different realms. And she very quickly becomes entangled in a conflict between Fae and some other forces that we won't spoil for you. She's forced to ally with a Fae warrior called Kingfisher, like officially the worst name of any male character. I don't know where that came from, but don't let that turn you off.
Do you know what? The author's going on tour, and I thought if I go to the Brisbane Convention Centre and talk to the author, my question is going to be, what inspired the name Kingfisher?
So
anyway,
Ceres must learn to control her powers while navigating a world of magic, political intrigue. There's obviously some romance. Now, we both loved this book. I think you read it before me, maybe. And I went in just completely cold. Like, I didn't know anything about it. It's dark, it's edgy, it's super romantic. The banter is fantastic. There are some wonderful side characters. Like, I am really drawn to a book where you can sort of like, where the side characters, you can just connect with them and they really enhance the story. And we've read a few lately where I've like not minded the story, but the side characters just held no appeal. They just didn't go anywhere. Anyway, these side characters, great. You will love them. It's a very rich background of like this magical world full of conflict and intrigue that keeps things interesting. It's got spice. There's plot twists, some,
insane plot twists as well.
Insane plot twists, particularly at the end. So we are super excited for book 2. I was thinking before, what do I think is going to happen in book 2? And it is so hard to guess, given that book 1 had so many twists, turns, like things that just threw everything out of the works. I have no idea no idea where we're heading, in a good way.
I have not had a reaction to an ending like this since Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. It had the same effect because as much as I love all the ACOTAR books, like everyone knows it's my favourite, we've ranted on and on and on about it before, but I don't think any of them end in an epic cliffhanger ending. They're all sort of wrapped up a little bit but leave clues to other things that are going to eventuate in other books, but none of them are sort of like you finish it and you're like,
oh my god,
oh my god, whereas this one, an Iron Flame, I just felt like ended on such a cliffhanger ending. I'm like, what? I have just like, it felt cruel that the second book wasn't out yet.
This is another one we will have to reread before it comes out.
speaking of, actually, next TBR, remind me, because by then I think we'll be nearing November. So we'll need to put the reread on our TBR
Oh,
for
yep.
that month.
Yep, let's do that.
With and then do Brimstone for the November
Yep.
pull. Yeah. Because I'm not waiting. I'm not putting it in a jar to
No,
just
no, I
wait
agree,
and
I
see if
agree.
I draw it,
Yeah.
you know.
Agreed.
So, yeah. That'll be in our next month's TBR for sure, the reread of Quicksilver.
Woohoo!
So next we have ACOTAR Book 6, which we now know is in the works. You best believe I will be taking the week off work when this book comes out. I am so excited. So what do we know? We did, first of all, I will just say, we did a whole episode on our ACOTAR Book 6 theories, what we know, what we're expecting, and I will link it down below. That was such a fun episode to film. But quick summary. We know that the first draft is complete. Sarah J. Maas has finally announced that the first draft is complete. And I think we know based off her previous works that we can anticipate a release date. I'm just saying, based on her other works, we don't know for sure, 12 months later. So I'm anticipating ACOTAR Book 6 to be out by mid next year at the latest. So fingers crossed.
That's still a long time to wait.
It is. But I'm just hoping, I don't want her to rush it.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Take your time.
Yes, take your time. Oh, I would actually love to do another ACOTAR whole series reread before then, I reckon. In the ACOTAR Book 6 episode, we talk about as well who it's going to be about, because in the past, Sarah J. Maas has done the first 3 books based off the same male character. Can I speak? Oh, that was good timing that Matt coughed, because now I can actually cut that out.
Thanks, Matt.
So good timing. So based off the first 3 books, they followed the same main characters. And then when we got to, I count it as book 4, Court of Silver Flames? Or is it book 5? I don't really count the novella in between. Yeah.
I don't either.
Then switches to Cassian and Nesta's point of views. So we're really anticipating the next book to be from, I guess, Azriel's point of view, maybe, or Elaine's. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, but very, very excited. And we think there's going to be a big tie-in to Crescent City, given where the 3rd Crescent City book left off.
Let's
very excited for that one.
Be great. Okay, next up, we need Empyrean like air. Number 4.
Yes.
Next up, we need Empyrean 4 like air. Book 4 in the Empyrean series is coming. No release date yet. We have no idea what it's going to be called, but we are eagerly awaiting Rebecca Yarros to finish this book. We have loved books 1, 2, and 3. Onyx Storm, book 3, that ended in such a way, Ellen and I were messaging each other in a state. What the heck just happened? And from memory, we were talking about, you and I were saying things, what? I didn't pick up on that. What? I didn't pick up on that. So I went and reread the last chapter, just being like, what is going on here? So Violet is on a mission most of book 3. We're not going to give any spoilers. She hasn't solved it by the end of book 3. And she is desperately wanting to solve this personal situation. And then something just flips at the end of book 3, and all of a sudden we're left thinking, oh my God, what is going on here? So we're on the edge of our seat. We're on a cliffhanger. We need to know what's happening with Violet, what's happening with Xaden. I really would be keen for some, they need to resolve what's happening with the dragons, Violet's dragon.
Yes.
There was some in and outs there that were confusing me. I think Violet's heritage and history is going to be a bit of a sort of key. Maybe bringing, book 3 focused a lot on her father, who had passed away, but she got a hold of some of his journals. So she started to uncover some truths about her history. And I think that's going to come up again. And I'm hoping for some more side character action, like Liam's sister, or Xaden's ex who started to befriend Violet, or even what was the young prince? Can't remember his name, that came in as Arik. Yes, I loved him.
Yeah. Yeah. I really liked Riddick as well. I hope he gets
Yep.
some more light. He was great for that comedic relief. And Garrick, I feel like I want to get to know him more
Oh,
because he's
yep.
sort of always been in the background. He's a bit broody, sort of like Zayden. But I'm also conscious the more characters that Rebecca brings in, the more she has to kill off. So
Yes.
I am very nervous about where book 4 is going to go.
That is a wrap from us today. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to hit the subscribe button, give us a big thumbs up, and drop a comment below telling us which books you are dying to read or which are on your to be read list that you may get to one day or never get to. Like our list just keeps growing bigger and bigger and bigger.
Or even any anticipated releases that we've missed. Big ones.
Yep.
Tell us.
Yes,
Tell
please.
us. We want to know.
Until next time. Bye.
Bye.